I'm Kristin with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for STEAM explorations, we will be making Cartesian divers. So in your craft packet, you'll have a straw, an empty water bottle, and some paper clips. So we'll cut our straw into pieces, about in thirds, although you can make some of them shorter and some of them longer if you would like to. You can kind of experiment with this. So we'll cut our straw and then we'll fill up our water bottle. You want to leave a little bit of air at the top. And then I will show you how to make these little divers. So once our straws are cut, I'm going to fold them about in half. And then we're going to take our paper clips, start with one, and we're going to put one side of the paper clip in each piece of straw. So we'll fold our straw in half, take a paper clip, and then the big edge goes into one hole in the straw, and then the small edge will go into the other hole in the straw. And then you can push it in, but leave a little bit out. So we'll do that for each of our pieces. All right, now depending on how large your piece of straw is, we'll need to attach more or less paper clips. So for this bigger piece, I'm going to chain about 5 paper clips and we'll see how it works. So for each one, you just take the edge of your paper clip and put it over the bottom of the other one, and it makes this little chain. So I'm going to do 5 on this one, and then I'm going to do 3 each on these. Now this is counting the one that's in there already holding the straw together. And depending on how you cut your straw pieces, you may need a bunch of paper clips on some, or just a couple, or maybe even 1 or 2 on another. So then we'll take our water bottle and we'll open it up. And now remember, we want some air left at the top. We're going to take our little divers and drop them in the bottle. So start with the paper clips and then just let go. All right, now this one is floating at the top. And we want it to just kind of barely float. So let's see. Put this one in. Oh, that one sinks down and it came back up. Perfect. All right. And then this one, let's see. Oh, that one sinks down. Now, it's not coming back up. So if it sinks too far down, that means that this one has too many paper clips. So we could dump it all out and take one of the paper clips off. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it since we have some others that are floating nicely. And if the experiment doesn't work with the ones that are floating, and I'll show you how to do it in a minute, then that means they don't have enough paper clips on them. So then once we have it all sealed up, we have the lid back on, we have a little bit of air left at the top, we have some of our divers floating, we can squeeze the bottle There we go. And our divers will drop down. And then when we let go, they float back up. So when you squeeze it, they dive to the bottom. And when you let go, they come back up. And that is because of the air pockets in the straw. And when it's open, when our bottle is open, it's not going to work because we're just pushing the air out of the bottle when we squeeze. But when it's closed, that air is compressed, and it makes the air pocket smaller inside because the water pressure is going up further into our straws. So when we squeeze it, the water pressure is pushing up and compressing the air pockets inside of the straws. And when we let it go, the air expands again, and that lets it float back up. So squeeze, they go down because the air inside is compressed and there's more water, which makes more weight inside of it. Then we let go, the air expands, less water pressure pushing up into it, and they float. And that is our fun little experiment for today. Thank you for joining me for STEAM Explorations, and I will see you next week for another project. Bye.